Hello everybody, this is Krista, and as you can see, I got a package here, and I have been waiting all day for this baby. I kid you not, I went outside like 20 minutes ago just to see if it had come yet, and I have text updates, and sometimes they don't update very quickly, so I went outside to check anyway, because, you know how you are when you get a package and you're expecting a package. Very, very excited. So I ended up going out there and it wasn't there, and then I came back in, I took off all my, my coat, my boots, everything, and then my phone dings. And it was in the mailbox. So, my phone. So, I had to put everything back on and waddle back out there to get this. Now, this is a newer deck. Personally, I have heard mixed reviews. Okay. I have heard mixed reviews, but I ended up getting it anyway because when it comes to me, anything having to do with the moon, I am all over that. So, I ended up getting this, and this is, let me show you, the Moon Deck. An intuitive oracle set to stoke the powers of intention and ritual. So, alright, let me take this off. Now, this is the box, okay, and it's got the symbols that I believe are on the back of the cards as well, but we'll be checking in a minute. It does have a little Made in India sticker on it, but for the most part, I mean, it seems like a nice, good, sturdy box. You can end up getting it without this, and just it comes with like a little baggie, but I decided to get the box with it because I love stuff like that. Has like a little sticker on the side, and the back of this has pictures of some of the cards, and it says the Moon Deck is a set of 44 cards and guidebook carrying potent mantras, illustrations, and rituals. Housed in a handcrafted wood box, this interactive tool is inspired by the cyclical beauty of the moon and shares insights on growth, purpose, intuition, practice, and creativity. It can be worked with within a similar format to tarot, as an oracle guide, or as a daily tool for reflection and meditation. Alrighty, so let me have a sip of tea, guys. Hold on. I gotta amp myself up for this. Whew, gotta prepare myself. So, when you open it, the guidebook is on the top, and then there are the cards. Alrighty, and that's inside the box itself. So it's a nice wood. It's not like cheap, pine or something like that would seem like it would bruise easily. It seems like it's gonna stand up to the test of time, at least for a while. So that is that. Now the guidebook, it actually is pretty chunky for a little guidebook. I love that. And it's made with a matte, smooth, very rich kind of paper. And it says on the back, the Moon Deck's accompanying booklet contains insights, lessons, and rituals tailored to each of the 44 oracle cards, as well as instructions for creating your own moon circle. The guidebook invites you to dig deeper into the mantras and artwork within each card, while leaving room for personal interpretation and growth. And then it has a small section about the makers. Alright, now this guidebook is 139 pages. In the back it does have some space for you to write your personal insights about cards or readings, whatever you want to do. And then inside it has a little introduction. copyright information. It's got a table of contents. Right. It says Welcome Sisters. It has about how to love your cards. It has a little bit about the elements. It says something about the guidebook, mantras. There's a little section on rituals. It has a section, Sacred Objects You May Need for the Moon Deck Rituals. And it has a list of things that you can, use for that, like pens, journal. And then it goes into using your deck, cleansing and clearing it. And then it goes to this, Are You Ready to Begin? And it goes on about shuffling your cards. And it says to choose one of the spreads. Now they've got a single card spread, 2 card spread, 3 card. It's got a chakra spread, body, heart, mind, spirit spread. So a nice little collection. Nothing, we haven't all seen, but then it goes into the cards. And each card has like a little poem at the top or affirmation that you can say. And then it goes into the card itself. And then they actually have a ritual that you can do to connect with the card, which is really cool. I love stuff like that. So, so it looks like every card has like two pages worth of information. So this is about what you get for each card. And then my little girl's home from school. I can hear her running around upstairs. So if there is a break in this little video, you know why. Alright. So they have a DIY moon circle. It shows you how to smudge, pray, tips on how to do it, suggested themes, ideas, things like that. And then calling the 7 directions to open a circle, and it has a little setup right there, which is cute. I like that. And then it goes on about closing a circle. And then spirits of the east, spirits of the south, spirits above, spirits below, spirits of the center, spirits of the west and north. And then there's a moon cycle chart. And it goes into what each moon represents for, ritual, which I love, especially for beginners. It's really great if you want to start working with the moon. It's a wonderful little resource to have. And then it has an ingratitude section and a glossary and a moon journal, which I spoke about in the beginning, which is where you can write some good stuff about your deck. So there's that. Now we are going to get into the best part of this video, and that is the cards. So, my favorite part. They smell good. Alright. So the cardstock itself is matte. It's got like a tiny little bit of a gloss to it, not much, as you can see, but it's very smooth in comparison to my Rider-Waite card. You can see that, darn phone. So you can see that it is a hair taller at the top, like barely anything at all. And then it's definitely wider, you know, like a common oracle deck. Alright, now we are going to go through the cards. And I'm going to start from the beginning. Alright. I don't know if they're in order or not, but I guess, yes, 1. Alright, this is number 1. My instincts keep me adaptable to the face of any obstacle. It's a beautiful card. This is number 2. Number 3. This is card 4. 6. Seven. I love this card. This made me fall in love with the deck. And it is most likely because I'm a Leo. And I'm really attracted to lions, just in general because of that. And the power that they have. And they're gorgeous, gorgeous, magnificent creatures. Alright, I'm going to turn off my phone because... Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alrighty. You're on card 9, right? Yep, 9. You know what I just realized? Card 8 is a lion, right? And in tarot, the strength card is number 8. So I don't know, I thought that was really cool. I don't know if they meant to do that or what, but I just thought I'd say that and put that out there. Here's number 10. Beautiful. Number 11. I love all the diversity too in this deck. Old women, young women, dark skin, light skin women. It's a very feminine deck, and it looks like it would be great for, you know, a card a day, meditation work. If you do card draws for people, like I do them on the fall and new moons, this would be great for empowering your clients and customers. Definitely be perfect for that. And that's actually one of the main reasons that I ended up getting it. There is nudity, just so you know. I really do like the artwork a lot. I don't like bright, vivid tones. Like, I like smokiness, like, you know, stuff like this. Just the melding of colors. That's the kind of artwork I like. You know, imperfectly perfect. I love sacred geometry index. Even when they're just a part of the art itself. God, I love that. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna shut off. I want to make sure everything's in focus. It autofocuses, so I'm sorry, guys. Be a little fuzzy sometimes. Now, this may be a feminine deck, but it does seem like it's very empowering at the same time. So, this is nudity, just so you know. But, it would definitely be so good. Like, if you use one of these cards, if you could part with it that long. One of these cards for crystal grids, like right in the center, that would be beautiful. Just putting it up on your altar. Putting a few up on your altar. Things that you want to attract during certain moon cycles. We're on card number 30 now. It's gorgeous artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. I think I'm really, really going to love working with this. It'll be perfect for finishing off tarot readings for people too. Right at the end, just to finalize it and give them just a little bit more to chew on. It's a beautiful card. I love that. There is medicine in my shadow. That is a nice card. I love that. Some more nudity. Almost to the end. And after this, I am totally doing a deck interview. I just love, I think it's like such a nice formal way to get to know a deck. I do it every time I get a deck.